Good morning, my name is Andre Garcia, and today I'm going to present evidence 3 of my team. Male reproductive system. As we can see, is right here. The penis. The penis is the male organ for sexual intercourse. In the other side we have the scrotum. The scrotum is the loose pouch-like sac of skin that hangs behind the penis. Right here, we can see the testicles. The testicles are oval organs about the size of a very large olives that lie in the scrotum, secured at either end by a structure called the spermatic cord. By the other side, right here, is the epidermis. The epidermis is a long coiled tube that rests on the backside of each testicle. It functions in the carrying and storage of the sperm cells that are produced in the testicles. Okay, we already see what was the external male reproductive system. Now we pass to the internal reproductive system, where we can find the vast difference that transports mature sperm to the urethra in preparation for ejaculation. The ejaculatory ducts are formed by the fusion of the vas deferens and the seminal vesicles. By the other side, we can see right here the urethra. That is a tube that carries urine from the bladder to outside of the body. It has the function of expelling semen when the man reaches to orgasm. And at the end, well, not at the end, the seminal vesicles that are the one that produce a sugar-rich fluid that it's named fructose, that provides sperm with a source of energy and helps with the sperms to motility. That's the ability to move. We continue and we can see right here that we have the prostate gland. The prostate gland contributes additional fluid to the ejaculate. Prostate fluids also help to nourish the sperm, so this is very important. The bulbourethral glands are these kind of fluids that serves to lubricate the urethra and to neutralize any acidity that may be present due to residual drops of urine in the urethra. So yeah, thank you.
But that sperm flows from the test to the urethra, starting in the testicles, passing through vas deferens, bladder, the colon, the seminal vesicle, the prostate, then the penis, and well, throwing out the urethra. And next, how the hypothalamus and pituitary gland works with all these anatomical functions. The hypothalamus is a structure of the diencephalon of the brain located anterior and inferior to the thalamus. Here you can see it. And the pituitary gland is cradled within the cellator of the sphenoid bone of the skull. Here you can see through. Well, but the endocrine functions, producing and secreting many hormones. That's how the hypothalamus works. And the entire male reproductive system is depending on those hormones. The primary hormones involved in the function of the male reproductive system are follicle stimulation hormones, FSH, luteinizing hormone, LH, and testosterone. FSH and LH are produced by the pituitary gland. Here we can see it again.
So now I'm going to talk about the female reproductive system and external. So first we have the labia majora, that is enclosed and protect the other external reproductive organs, relatively large and freshly, and are comparable to the scrotum in males. The labia majora contains sweet anal secreting glands. Then we have the labia minora, that can be very small or up to 2 inches wide. They lie just inside the labia majora and surrounded to the openings to the vagina and urethra. Then we have the Bartholin glands. These glands are located beside the vaginal opening and produce a fluid that it also calls mucus secretion. Clitoris, the two labia minora meet at the clitoris, a small sensitive protrusion that is comparable to the penis in males. The clitoris is covered by a fold of skin called the prepuce, which is similar to the foreskin at the end of the penis. Like the penis, the clitoris is very sensitive to the stimulation and can become erect. So we have here with the external organs. Now, the internal organs. We have the vagina. There is a canal that joins the cervix to the outside of the body, also known as the birth canal. Then we have the uterus, or also womb. It's a hollow, pear-shaped organ that is the home to a developing fetus. The uterus is divided into two parts: the cervix, which is the lower part that opens into the vagina, and the main body of the uterus, called the corpus, can easily expand to hold a developing baby. A channel through the cervix allows sperm to enter and menstrual blood to exist. The ovaries are small, oval-shaped glands that are located on either side of the uterus. The ovaries produce eggs and hormones. And finally, we have the fallopian tubes. These are narrow tubes that are attached to the upper part of the uterus and serve as tunnels for the ovate to travel from the ovaries to the uterus. The fertilization of an egg by a sperm normally occurs in the fallopian tubes. The fertilized egg then moves to the uterus, where it implants into the lining of the uterine wall. And we have here the organs. So we continue with the oocytes. The female reproductive system is intended to do a few capacities. It delivers the female egg cells vital for proliferation, called the ovar or oocytes. So we have here the diagram. Next, we have the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. In females, FSH stimulates development of egg cells called ova, which develop in structures called follicles. Follicle cells produce the hormone inhibin, which inhibits FSH production. LH also plays a role in the development of ova, induction of ovulation, and stimulation of estradiol and progesterone production by the ovaries.
Okay, so I'm going to explain the birth control methods for women and for men. For the first one, we have the birth control implant, which is a tiny, thin rod about the size of a matchstick. Implant releases hormones into your body that prevent you from getting pregnant. The second one is the IUD, which is a tiny device shaped in a T form that's put into your uterus to prevent pregnancy. It's a long-term and reversible. Third one, we have the birth control shots, which are depot shots, an injection that you get once every 3 months. It's safe, convenient, and private. Another option as well is the birth control pill, which works by stopping sperm from meeting an egg, which is called fertilization. The hormones in the pill stop the ovulation, and no ovulation means there's no egg hanging around for sperm to fertilize, so pregnancy can't happen. And finally, the most common is the condom, which are for men and for women. They are small tin pouches made of latex, plastic, nitrile, or polysoprene or lambskin that cover your penis during sex, in the case of men, and collect semen. Condoms stop sperm from getting into the vagina, so sperm can meet up with an egg and cause pregnancy. The condoms have a percentage of 85% efficacy against STDs, and the female condoms are 75% effective.